Okay, some people type to us over here. Don't be mean to yourself has been life-changing for me. I did not realize how mean to myself I was in my own head or that it mattered. Yeah. You know what we've said for many years now is we only have one rule. See, we know you guys don't like authority figures. So we don't give you a bunch of rules because then you'd treat us like an authority figure, which wouldn't be fun, right? We want to be treated as like a trusted companion, not as somebody who knows everything and is going to tell me what to do. So we only made one rule in all this time, and that you don't get to be mean to yourself. If you can't say it to the 4-year-old child of your best friend, you don't get to say it to yourself. So it's not, oh, God, I suck so bad because da 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 da. It's, all right, I did that habit again. And I know that's not a healthy habit for me. So I want to do it differently next time. How can I do it differently next time? There's no need to be mean to yourself in order to decide to change. There literally is no need to be mean to yourself in order to change. Honest, there isn't. Will you? Probably. Why? Because you're used to having to be wrong before you change, or having to be scolded before you change, or having to feel like you really suck very bad, because then you're not tempted to try new things because, well, who would hire me? I suck. Then you don't have to apply for the job. The survival instinct says, oh, I feel safe now. We get to stay back at home and not do anything new. And so it feeds into that was the right decision. And then you feel bad because you didn't try something new, and you sit on the couch and you be mean to yourself. And this is humanity. This is what the human condition has been for so long. So we like to change that. So don't be mean to yourself. Just don't. And if you find yourself being mean to yourself, it's a huge red flag to stop and say, wait, why am I believing that this is the only option here, is to treat myself poorly? Isn't there something more constructive I could do with this energy and time? Okay, this came up for me yesterday. I choose to invest in real estate to rent out and had second thoughts about it. Probably Skyped. I Skyped my son what I should do. He said you can't make a wrong decision, but own the consequences whatever your choice is. Yeah, so that's, don't be mean to yourself, right? Instead of sitting around feeling horrible, you say, okay, I'm going to make a decision, and once I've made that decision, it's going to play out. And in every second of it playing out, I get to choose how to interact with it. Every second. This is what we say. This is how you authentically create your reality. A lot of people will talk about, oh, you create your reality. Oh, you create your reality. This is how it actually works. You create your reality through how you choose to interact with every moment you're in. So if you're on the road in your car and there's traffic in front of you and you feel like you're going to be late to your appointment, how are you going to choose to react to that fact? Are you going to sit there and be mad at yourself and beat yourself up and be mean to yourself and feel like a bad person and a failure and all that kind of stuff because you're running late? Are you going to be pissed because there are other people on the planet that are in your way? Or are you going to say, hey, I'm getting there as fast as I can. I'm going to do so safely by not being all worked up. I'm going to pay attention to what's going on around me. And maybe I'll spend these couple of extra moments I have to myself listening to the radio, looking at the birds, checking out the flowers, paying attention to my breathing. The experience you're having is created through your choices. You can either choose to be cranky, 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 or you can choose to be fascinated by the experience you're having, whatever that experience is. And each moment is that fork in the road where you're making a choice to respond habitually, to respond with your survival instinct being flared up, to respond as if the world is an authority figure out to get you, to be a victim of what's happening, or you can choose to say, what's fascinating here? What's actually going on? Can I focus on something other than what I'm tempted to focus on? And through each of those choices at those branch points, you start to create new neural pathways which empower you to experience the world in new ways. So you can imagine arriving at your appointment after spending 10 minutes being really angry about the traffic, or you can imagine arriving at your appointment after spending 10 minutes focusing on your breathing and listening to a song on the radio. You're two different people. Which one do you want to be? That's how you create your reality. our tools empower you to have support in that choice moment. Because sometimes you're so habitually ingrained with the I hate this traffic that you don't know an option to that. And so we have dozens and dozens and dozens of tools that we've come up with to help you in that choice point to make a different choice. And one of the easiest ones, we mentioned it earlier, but it bears repeating, is just to put the words I'm tempted to in front of whatever's going on. So I'm tempted to be pissed off about this traffic. I'm really tempted. But that's not where I want to go with my life. So I'm going to look around and find something else to put my eyes on, to put my attention on, other than what I was tempted to put my attention on. So I'm tempted to. Earlier we said, you know, the I statements and the but. That's a real core first level. Do those right away. And using I'm tempted to interrupt habitual thoughts and habitual reactions is golden. Absolutely golden. You can get so much life transformation simply by doing that. I'm tempted to react in a smart way right now. I'm tempted to be mad at XYZ. I'm tempted to feel like I don't have any hope. I'm tempted. Because what happens is those ideas run in a certain place in your brain, right? The habits. And when you put I'm tempted to, it has to reroute. So you use a different part of your brain, literally, and you're actually accessing more new and different potentials rather than just going ding, 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 ding. I'm tempted to. It reroutes things. So that's why it works. There's no woo-woo about it. It's brain chemistry. It's personal development. Evolution, we like to call it. It's evolving the experience of being human. Instead of letting my habits run my life, I choose how I interact with my experiences.